All right, hey everybody, welcome to Fanfiction Theatre. I'm Tristan from QuipTracks, and we've got a full house today. Tracy from QuipTracks is here.
Yep, but like I said last time, I wasn't kidding. It's Tracy the Toolman.
Tracy the Tool is here. Michael T. Bradley.
Yep, hey, how's it going?
Drew Brock is somewhere. He might be in the background somewhere. I'll just assume he's back there somewhere. We got Quinn and
Hello.
And Ryan Downey.
Is everybody hearing us all okay?
Yeah, please
Yeah, I can hear you.
let us know on Twitch.
Right. It's we always have to go through a bit of okay, you sound good.
We sound good.
Well, this is the interactive portion. This is planned.
Right.
And look at that. You're on the screen there. I took your suggestion. Put a little chat box on the screen.
Oh, good. It's
so everyone can know.
That's
everyone joining us now can know that we sound good.
that's much better than the weird it popping up in the middle of the bottom there.
Yeah, which I didn't know it did until I watched a couple of our streamed riffs on our TV through the PlayStation 4.
That's something that I installed. That's featured chat.
Oh!
Those were selected comments that I chose to put on the screen. So.
Well, that's cool. I like when those appear, which
it's not
infrequently.
It's a little tougher to customize than like the stream element stuff, but it's the only thing that I've found that does that. Yes, you're on permanent record. And also, I messed around a little bit with Better TTV. So if any of you have Better TTV installed, you should, in theory, be able to type Scum Pika with a capital P, but one word. And if you've got Better TTV installed, you should at least be able to see Scum Pikachu floating up on the screen.
There he is.
So, okay.
They got to get some more of the pictures in there.
Yeah.
Look.
Apparently you don't have.
So just in case everybody missed it.
There we go.
I just wanted to show this. Oh, you're not showing me.
What? Oh, the illustration.
You're not showing my screen.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah.
Shoop. There you are.
Oh, this was I finished last week's illustration of Phineas in Halloween Town. This is actually much more interesting than anything he did in that story, but
that is
Did he do anything?
He did nothing.
Okay.
He changed some words to the plural form. That's what he did.
He got
Phineas got threatened,
chained to a wall, right?
I don't.
Okay.
And then Gretchen saved them, right?
Maybe.
Scum Pikachus are flying all over. I love it.
I don't have Better TTV installed, so it's just gonna.
But we've got to. I just want to get this skull, and I want to make that in the emote.
Yeah.
Skull.
Yeah, that's good. We got Extreme Joey that we can use. I like that if somebody raids us, he actually pops up in the corner. I like that. I need to record him going yeah or whatever.
Yeah. What the?
My monster.
My God.
Okay, so it's a weird time.
What?
Strange time.
We're gonna try to take everybody's minds off of the present.
Yes. So there will be no Donald Trump That was vetoed. I think that was a good idea. I mentioned it on Twitter that we would be doing this hilariously stupid fic where Seto Kaiba meets Donald Trump, but we will not. Let's just pretend. Let's just go to fairyland.
Live in a world where he doesn't exist.
It's a world of big suits and
family troubles.
And Reba McEntire.
Yes. Okay, so, but if we're doing this one, Tracy, you were doing Reba's voice, so.
Oh yeah, okay. I got to get the. Can you send me the?
Unless somebody else thinks
fic?
they can do a good Reba McEntire impression.
Well, no. We don't need somebody to do a good one. I'm right here.
Okay.
Did you notice that this one is by a doctor?
Yes, I actually want to take a minute to read her bio because it's
nice.
It's something.
For the Left Behind Reba crossover?
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Michaela Quinn.
Well, that is the name of Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, to be fair. So
so it's possible it's not.
She might not be
possibly a nom de
actual...
plume.
I'm getting a sense of what this doctor likes.
In the Oz sense, she's a doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, there's a link in the chat to the fic. And
These are called superfoods. They're super and foods.
I like to call
They're available at high prices,
berries.
but they're worth it.
Okay,
They're the supers of foods.
There you can see her with Angela Lansbury, I believe. Yes, that's her and Angela Lansbury. Author has written 156 stories for Walton's, House MD, Bones, Reba, Family Ties, Babysitter's Club, Monk, Designing Women, Saved by the Bell, Little House on the Prairie, Different Strokes, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Seventh Heaven, Growing Pains, Facts of Life, My Girl, Full House, Frasier, Who's the Boss, and American Girl, Any Day Now, Switched at Birth, Everybody Loves Raymond, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, Malcolm in the Middle, Golden Girls, Murder, She Wrote, Gilmore Girls, Twilight, Matlock, Left Behind, Kate and Allie, Legacy, Upper Hand, Life Unexpected, Phenom, Party of Five, Miscellaneous TV shows, and give me a break. Tell me.
That's just that many properties is just like a certain number of words, and after those amount of words, she should be better at writing. So I don't.
Yeah. Let's read the bio. Hi! 3 exclamation points. I'm Dr. Michaela Quinn. In other words, Samantha. I'm a 23-year-old college graduate.
Samantha, for sure.
And now published author at http:// Faith God Samantha Brother. I tried it. This is not a URL. It's got all this.
Yeah, but I did find her on Amazon.
Garbage. Okay.
So I'll share that here.
Did you include keywords faith in God?
No, I didn't, but everything that she's written is faith-centric, so I'm pretty sure that this is her because she's got the same name. Here we go.
Oh, let's see.
The Trials of a Preacher's Family,
Dr.
etc.,
Quinn?
etc.
No, Samantha Boothroyd, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any Pure Flix fan fiction.
I
wonder if David A.R. White has a fanfic.
God. I am not going to read hitting the brakes, putting on the brakes.
No, hitting the brakes because the fanfic has to be better. Like there is no way, unless they put in a typed laugh track.
Yeah. All right, let me. I still love fanfiction and plan to continue writing, smiley face. I have been reading and writing fanfiction stories for about 5 years. So she was maybe like
about
18.
Properties I watched 20 years ago.
Yeah. If you were reading when my Reba What If first came out, that's when I truly first started. I'm sure you may know that my favorite categories are Reba, Dr. Quinn, Walton's, Little House on the Prairie, and Who's the Boss. Big fan of Miss Jane
Of course we
Seymour's.
know.
Anyway, Moving on. It has come to my attention that I am on the favorites list for 83 fanfiction members. That's huge, and I'm honored.
I've just gotten a report in.
Thank you so much. Without
83 at last count.
Without all of you, I wouldn't be here. I hope that I continue writing to what satisfies you, and let me know if it doesn't. I need to be the top-notch writer I know I can be.
Good for you. Good for you.
This was updated 5 years ago, so I don't know if she's still going, but
She discovered Highway to Heaven.
okay.
That's the easy fanfic. They just need to show
yeah,
up
we
at the
gotta
beginning
look
and
up.
end,
Okay.
and then anything can happen in the middle. Anything.
The only thing I ask is that every single one of her books has a Reba McEntire insert
Yeah.
for no reason.
Even if just for some reason it's her and the picture of the author at the back of the book.
Yeah. Okay. This is Cameron Buck Williams talking. That's me.
Hold on a second. You never sent me the fic.
It's in the chat.
Yeah,
I can't be on Twitch and this at the same time. I don't have the
I can't send
internet.
you things and have you on screen at the same time.
Here, hold on. If I put it in the peanut gallery, do you see it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good idea.
That's why we need
Yeah.
a producer.
Am I still am I doing the narration on these?
Always.
Yes, 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Because chat is asking where Kitty is, and I know where she is, and I'm going to poke her.
Reasonable.
God. Remember when kids used to just sit around poking each other through the interwebs? Just poking, and sometimes super poking. It was... Oh, I'm glad that all of that fun, that playful stuff has been weeded out in replaced with corporate efficiency.
Synergy.
Oh yeah.
Could have just waited
It's
2 seconds. Okay.
Probably a lot of synergy.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe what happened in Israel.
Hold on. Let's reestablish that this is Nicolas
This
Cage,
is Nicolas Cage.
right?
And Left Behind.
Wait, no.
What?
Yeah, it is him, right? It's that character? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they were being attacked, but every country surrounding them, they came out of the war without even so much as a scratch. Did we read this?
This is not the Nicolas Cage character, by the way.
Oh, Cameron Buck Williams. What is
Yeah,
Nicolas
he was-
Cage's character? It's something
He was the one in
Rayford
he was-
Steele. They
chapter.
both
Who had
sound.
Rayford Steele? He was the pilot.
They both
Yeah.
sound
Yeah.
like
You have
gay
Nicolas
porn
Cage in a
stars.
Left Behind movie, and you don't make him the devil. Like that's just. What's the point of that?
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently, apparently this character was played by Kirk Cameron in the one version and Chad Michael Murray in the other version.
Yeah,
So everyone but
He's like-
Nicolas Cage.
action journalist guy.
Yeah.
Um,
So I love that the narrator calls him Cameron Buck Williams.
Right.
yeah.
Gotta
If-
do the air quotes.
Is anybody calling him Buck? Okay, the narrator starts to use Buck later.
Gotcha. So it just has to be established. Quinn, could you take Cameron Buck Williams?
Oh, you want me to take Cameron Buck Williams?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe I can do the character of Cameron Buck Williams justice. What kind of character do we want Cameron Buck Williams to be?
Nicolas Cage.
No, we can't have two Nicolas Cages.
I mean, I would watch that movie. I did watch that movie. Adaptation. That was a good movie.
True.
Someone who would insist
he's a man
that
of
he
action.
be called Cameron Buck Williams and signs his name Cameron Buck Williams.
It
All
puts
right.
the quotes around it.
Yeah.
I think Intrepid Olivia has a great suggestion. Every character is Nicolas Cage. I want the narrator to be Nicolas Cage as well.
Oops, all Nick Cage edition of Fanfic Theater.
All right.
Just before, sorry, I just want to throw out that we absolutely must do an Oops, all Giamatti edition of Fanfic Theater.
I don't know how people are going to react. So yeah, you're Nicolas Cage in Con Air. No, just kidding. You can do whatever.
So
you
slower and.
I'm gonna. All right, let's just be boring.
want. Okay.
No, you know what? I'm gonna make him Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
That's a
Good
choice.
sounding guy.
Cameron Bill Clinton Williams.
No.
You wouldn't believe what happened in Israel. I mean, they were being attacked, but every country surrounding them, and they came out of the war without even so much as a scratch. Cameron. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not, that's Michael's part.
So it's Bill Clinton and Nick Cage and Con Air eerily similar, I think, because he's got the drawl in there. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Cameron Buck Williams says excitedly to Lucinda Washington. Lucinda was the head over the Chicago branch of Global Weekly. Cameron is a senior writer for the New York City branch of the same magazine. Just switching tenses all over the goddamn.
Yeah, Lucinda was the head. The camera is the writer. Okay.
Right, so she's just hanging out here for some reason.
So we need a Lucinda. This is a new character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I have vague memories of her in the movie, but I'll just take her.
Okay.
Didn't I tell you that would happen? No, that's too
That's
close to Reba. I'm sorry. Didn't I tell you that would happen, Cameron?
Lucinda asks him.
Apparently, every female character I do is either Reba or Uriel from the Fairies fanfic.
Didn't I tell you that would happen, Cameron?
Or Janeway. We often gravitate to Janeway.
Yeah, we're on Buck now.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for everybody to shut up.
It's going to be a long wait.
Yeah, Lucy, before I left, you told me that Israel would be protected. I just didn't believe you.
Buck says. Lucinda just glares at him.
Cameron.
She says in a warning tone.
Me.
Sorry, Lucinda.
Buck says with a sigh.
Thank you. Since you're in town, are you going to come to my church on Sunday?
Lucinda asks.
What?
Buck replies with another question.
That was the question. What?
Yeah.
That sounds like action commentator on this. Buck replies with another question.
Where did you get them all?
A savage attack.
It's not necessary to point out what you've already said. It just, it's.
You still owe me a service, Cameron. I don't plan on letting up on you. Come on. Now I know that we read this because we did all the service jokes.
I think they're just doing it again.
No, we didn't. We didn't read. I'm pretty sure I don't remember reading.
Oh,
this.
I am 100%
wait.
certain that I've read that paragraph
okay.
previously in my life.
Yeah.
You're
Is
right.
it like Sean Do, where you have to watch 5 minutes from the last one before we're like,
this
okay,
has the
here's the new
whole
stuff.
conversation with Reba and Chloe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember the Chloe Reba conversation. I don't remember this at all.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Well, then let's power through this since we've done it.
Let's go on to chapter 3. We
Let's
get
move on
Nicolas
to chapter
Cage
3.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We're
Okay.
on the plane now.
Okay. On the plane.
We're on a plane.
On
The
the
rapture hasn't happened yet.
I'd rather be on a
Correct.
fancy.
On the plane, Rayford takes a few pictures out of his flight bag. He has a family picture of himself, Irene, Chloe, and Raimi. Raimi?
Everybody loves Raimi.
Rayford has a child named Raimi.
He loves Evil Dead 2.
There is a picture of him and Reba at the wedding just a few months back. There is also a baby picture for both Chloe and Raimi.
Maybe it's one of Reba's kids. Oh, that would be weird.
Hey.
So hold on here. We got Intrepid Olivia found a 5-star review of one of, is it Samantha Raybrook? Was that her name? Of her book,
no,
Texas
Boothroyd
Hope.
or Royd Booth. I can't remember what.
Yeah, Boothroyd.
Yeah.
A Texas Hope tells a story of broken hearts, severed family ties, and questioning faith. This was a refreshing and realistic read. The author gives life to these characters with such detail you feel you are a fly on the wall. It's a wonderful book full of heart and meaning that belongs on the self of any lover, of modern Christian
on
fiction.
you at all times.
On your person, above you, like the Sadducees who held the entire law on their forehead.
Yeah.
Like you're going into a bank with a bomb. I can't read the other books. I can't wait. Read the other books written by the talented Samantha Boothroyd.
Wow.
So somebody liked it. Okay.
Golly.
So anyway,
Well, I really want to read that now. So we got Nicolas Cage now. Okay, you're going.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Nicolas Cage.
Where does the time go?
I like the echo on that because it sounds like he's thinking that.
yeah. Good.
This is how you can tell they're my thoughts.
Rayford asks himself, looking at their baby pictures. Chloe was just 2 weeks old in that picture. So helpless.
Yeah, 2-week-olds still need a little hand.
I'm not a father.
If your 2-week-old can't kick the shit out of Rambo, then what have you been doing?
I'm not a father, but isn't that a weird thing to think about your own child? Like, so helpless.
Better than hopeless.
So
not left a
I
finger.
could just walk up and snap her neck. She's so helpless.
So helpless, but today she is a 20-year-old, stubborn, independent young woman. As he puts their baby pictures back, he looks at the family picture. He wonders what would have happened if he would have joined Irene's faith instead of leaving her for it.
What?
What?
If he would have joined her in service instead of left her to go to the service.
Yeah.
She was Muslim and he left her to go become a different Muslim.
Yeah.
I have to assume it's supposed to be instead of leaving her because of it.
Yeah. For in the sense of like for having faith, I guess. Yeah. But
okay.
That's still a terrible
Some
way
more
to
deep
put it.
thoughts coming up here.
Is Reba Christian in this universe? Now I'm curious.
Like
she's
always,
probably
right?
Christian in the real universe, wouldn't you think?
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's why I ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's matured, right?
Well, wasn't her whole big catchphrase like she said over and over, and they had it on bracelets and stuff? Was it at all? God makes the biscuits, I just butter them. Pretty sure that was a huge craze for a while, and everybody said that.
I have no idea if that's correct, but it sounds
I just made it up, but you don't know, right?
I can't tell satire from the real world anymore. So.
Okay. I've certainly been selfish in my life.
Rayford thinks to himself. He sighs and puts that picture in his bag. Lastly, he looks down at his picture of him and Reba.
I can't believe she actually married me.
Rayford says to himself.
That was out loud. Okay.
She is a great woman. That smile could light up any dark room.
The omniscient author is confirming she is a great woman.
She is just an absolutely amazing person. Well worth writing fanfic about, for sure.
You think Reba wrote this?
I think Reba's agent wrote this.
Samantha Boothroyd. Reba McIntyre's nom de plume.
I think I would have went for a pseudonym if my last name were Boothroyd. I mean,
unless you wanted to start a steroid stand, which you would call Boothroyd's Roid Booth.
Yeah. There you go.
She cannot put preparation in a title, that's for sure. Anyway, if only he could get Chloe to see that. Rayford looks at the co-pilot.
What does he want?
Who's just pretending you haven't been muttering to yourself this whole time.
Why does he want Chloe to see that she's a great woman?
Because they live together now.
Oh.
Yeah. Reba is Chloe's new stepmother?
Stepmother. Yeah, stepmother. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the plot. Is these two properties literally just met each other and this is
I mean, that's the plot plus assumedly the Antichrist.
I am going to the restroom. Can you watch the plane?
Rayford asks. Chris just looks at him.
Is Chris new?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do Chris.
Chris doesn't. Okay.
We're on autopilot, Cap. I can do just about anything. I saw you looking at those pictures earlier. You have a pretty good family.
2 seconds ago.
You have a pretty good family, man.
Is he the family raider?
Although
Like
that
the name
2-week-old
raider in
looks pretty.
Pokemon?
That 2-week-old looks pretty helpless, though.
It's kind of fragile baby you got there.
Oh,
Be
she's
a
20
shame
years
if
old
something
now.
happened to
She's
her.
stubborn, independent young woman. It's okay.
Pretty helpless though as a baby. My particular mind picked up on that right away. Are you happy? Oh my gosh, hold on. I think I've been doing this line all wrong. We're on autopilot, Cap. I could do just about anything. I saw you looking at those pictures earlier. You have a pretty good family. Are you happy?
Chris asks him. Rayford just stares at him.
I
hate that the narrator keeps saying he just looked at him, he just stares at him, but then he speaks.
Yeah.
It doesn't. He didn't just stare at him.
It implies
It would be hilarious though. It's
a
like you watch
long
the plane,
pause.
Nothing. Just nothing. Just look at him like, or not nothing. Still, like I love that they would just sit there and not answer.
Right.
Like evil. Yeah.
I believe I am. I love my wife.
Do you?
I love my wife and my children.
Checks them off a checklist. Yeah, that's them.
I like that they have this close of a relationship, I don't have this with my coworkers. Rayford says with a smile.
Okay.
Chris says. Rayford
Okay.
walks out of the cockpit and heads towards the lavatory in the plane. He walks past Hattie Durham.
Right, who wants Hattie Durham?
How is Hattie Durham? She doesn't sound. She sounds like she's from the plains, like Laura Ingalls Wilder's friend.
Yeah. I was wondering if she was going to be. I keep wanting to say Agatha Christie, but who was in the picture with her? It was Angela Lansbury. This is probably her Angela Lansbury insert.
I bet that this is a hoochie mama. That's what I bet it is.
Yeah, if I remember, I did read the first few chapters of Left Behind, and I think there is a woman he's tempted by.
Yeah, it's probably like a stewardess or something.
Yeah.
Probably really helpless, like, right?
Oh yeah, because Hattie's putting her lips on him in like a chat in a paragraph here.
All right, who's doing it? Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
All right,
go
I'll
for
do it.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, I'm Captain Steel.
No, are you?
No, you're
Are you?
Captain Stale. The first rule of having a character is that you don't have them say there's someone else.
if you're not going to say it right, we're going to take Hattie away from you, Quinn, all right?
Does she have a... Hattie's a girl? A boy?
Oh, I read the line completely wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, why are you guys getting on me? And then
Oh, see.
Hi, Captain Steele.
Hattie says.
Hello, Hattie.
Rayford replies. Hattie walks past him and takes his hand in hers.
Hattie, what are you doing?
Well, what's it look like I'm doing? You and Irene are divorced now.
Just because you took my ring off my finger doesn't make that happen, Hattie.
Hattie says, putting her lips on his.
But Reba Hart and I have been married for several months now. You had your chance to marry me. I asked you 3 months before I asked Reba, and you said no.
Rayford says.
I didn't know what I would be missing. Come on, she won't find out. Irene never found out about it.
Hattie replies, putting her arm around his waist, pushing him against the door, and kisses him. Rayford jumps up and into the coach section.
you are no longer a first-class lady.
Subtle fucking imagery there.
It's like Flight Plan. They're on like some sort of triple decker. Gotta escape to coach.
All right, Hattie. Or no.
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am. Look, I'm Hattie. Look, Hattie, I did love you, but I don't anymore. I have Reba now, and she means more to me than you ever will.
Rayford responds.
He's just talking about his box set.
Are you sure?
Hattie asks. Rayford just looks at her. No, he doesn't.
I know.
God damn it. He's gonna respond.
He's about to talk right now. I see it. He's about to talk.
Positive.
Rayford states. Hattie pouts as she walks away. Rayford walks back towards the lavatory. Author's note, I do not share Steve Plank's view of God.
The Honorable Steve Plank?
I mean, I assume that's the author of Left Behind, right?
No, it's this character.
Plank?
It isn't real.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Steve Plank.
Steve Plank is a minor character in the Left Behind series, so he's a fake character.
Is he like
Well,
a
I
priest
thought it
or
was
something?
Johnny from Ed, Ed, and Eddie's friend all grown up.
Yeah. Steve Plank
So
is a
it's
straw
Jordan
man.
is jumping in and saying, I do
I bet they'll
not
tell
share
us now,
Darth
yeah.
Vader's views.
Want to make that clear?
Just look, Alderaan, you blew it up. That was wrong. That was a wrong thing. Don't blow up planets,
I do
people.
not agree with Space Hitler.
Okay.
So this is Steve Plank.
Yeah, do it.
We need you to interview Dr. Rosenweig. He is thinking about selling his formula that has flourished Israel.
Just
In
That
it?
has flourished Israel?
Has flourished in Israel?
just in case they don't tell us I'm on the Left Behind wiki, Plank is the executive editor of Global Weekly. So
So he's like the J. Jonah Jameson.
Right.
there you go.
Okay.
Steve Plank says to him,
This is anybody.
This is Buck, isn't it?
Yeah,
No.
this is Buck.
The science writer.
This is the science writer.
Oh, you're right. It's the
science
science writer.
I'll be science
no,
writer.
look right below. It says Buck replies.
Okay.
Okay, so he's the science writer.
Yeah,
I don't.
Buck is the science writer?
Then why is he
Yep.
in Israel?
This blows my mind, but now
Because
that I
of
think
the
about it, I've never
formula?
seen Buck and the science writer together in the same room.
What? Oh, wow.
Well, no, the person, Steve Plank, the Honorable Steve Plank, is clearly talking to somebody else.
The science writer is talking
after-
about Buck. He says, "Why is he
the
getting
science
all the
writer's
stories?"
talking about Buck. There's a third random person who doesn't deserve a name here.
Why is he getting all the stories? I thought that we were supposed to all get a crack at them.
Sorry, hold on. The science writer asks Steve.
Yeah.
Buck here has written all the pieces about Dr. Rosenwig, and if he doesn't want it, we'll ration it out. But if he does, don't complain.
Steve says,
"I'm not sure I share your views on God, sir."
I think I'll take it. I haven't had a story about Rosenwig since the war in Israel.
Buck replies,
Wasn't that like yesterday?
That was quite an afternoon. Wasn't that amazing? I can't believe that Israel was spared. People always say Israel is God's chosen people. I have never really believed in God, but if there is one Israel must be his chosen people.
I don't share that view.
No,
I don't share that view.
Israel will love you. All good, Israel.
Although, we didn't get an author's note saying, I don't agree with Hattie's logic. So apparently the author is like, God exists and it's okay to mess around.
Yeah. On a plane. As long as you're mile high.
As long as you're in international airspace.
Yeah.
As long as you're not in coach. Once you're in coach, then it's bad.
No,
I think we're on a Buck line.
I think.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Lucinda said that it was God. I'm kind of going into Dr. Phil here, and I'm not really complaining about it.
I'm not complaining about it.
Go where the accent takes you.
Well, yeah.
Buck replies,
You gotta let go.
Lucinda Washington says that anything is of God.
Steve states,
Okay, well, I will go find Rosenwig. Is the company paying for the trip, or am I?
Don't give him that option.
it's doing...
You are.
It's going to do this thing again, and it pisses me off.
Yep.
Buck asks. Steve just stares at him.
Are you having money trouble, Buck?
Steve asks.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was the science writer.
You don't pay me, and you make me pay for all the trips that I go on.
No, I got money. I just didn't know. I can pay for it. I have so many frequent flyer miles, it's not even funny anymore.
Buck replies.
Okay, well, if you can go talk to him in the next few days, that would be good.
Steve responds.
I can be at the airport in half an hour.
Buck states.
That's what I'm talking about, people!
Steve hollers.
Commitment. It cut out a little.
I don't believe in commitment. I don't agree with that.
They ain't one of the traitors. I missed that name. I keep trying to make that notification longer, and like there's no length of time that's long enough for me to actually read it. But thank you for following.
Yeah, commitment! That's what I'm talking about, people! Yeah!
All right.
Reba and oh, sorry, what?
Sorry, we should change that one to Steve Plank yelling this.
Yes.
Reba and Chloe were sitting down at the kitchen table eating their salads. The curtains were open,
And
just
laughing.
letting the sun
Sorry.
letting the sun flow into the kitchen.
Once again, I am sorry that your dad didn't even tell you we were getting married. We sent a letter to my kids and then a postcard.
Reba says with a sigh.
Said, welcome to wedlock. Wish you were here. Chloe. Oh, I was Chloe, wasn't I? I was like a whiny teen girl. Okay. It's okay. It's not even so much that I wanted to go to the wedding because I am still loyal to my mother. It's just that I came home for the first time since they got divorced and my dad is married again. I didn't even have a clue that this could have happened.
Chloe replies.
I know how you feel, but you know what I say. God makes the biscuits, I just butter them. When I was growing up, my parents didn't involve me in very much of their lives or their wishes for me.
Reba states.
Pass that on to you.
I don't give a shit about you, kid.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Chloe asks.
No, I am an only child. Although my parents wanted me to be a singer because they said I had the talent for it. And when I didn't do it, they got mad at me. They got mad and me. But they never told me that they wanted me to do that. They just said that they wanted me to be happy.
Reba replies.
Is that canon? Such a weird backstory to make up.
That is like, I mean, she is a singer.
Yeah.
Is Reba in the show a singer?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Because this is
Definitely
Reba
in real
Hart,
life.
not Reba
Completely forgot
McEntire.
that Reba McEntire had a show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It was called Reba.
Yeah.
I thought she had just straight up just like, I love Reba McEntire, so I'm just gonna put her in my fanfic.
No,
Like,
but
I had no idea.
Didn't you catch that her name is Reba Hart, not Reba McEntire?
You know what? I should have caught that,
Yeah.
but I'm actually kind of dumb, so I did not.
But anyway, so we live in a universe where Reba's parents secretly wanted her to be a singer and said nothing ever, but were mad at her.
But then again, it was weird that they always asked me to sing my sentences instead of say them.
So it does bring up, how does she know that they wanted them to do it?
She snuck in and read their diary.
Well, that was their deathbed confession. And I said, well, screw you never said nothing.
Intrepid Olivia, we don't know. None of us are fans of the Reba show, so I don't know if Reba Hart is also a singer like Reba McEntire or something completely different.
Nobody ever told her, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't I don't get a synopsis on here. I'm just
looking
for like
Chloe immediately understands. Oh yeah. Do your parents go to church? Do you go?
Are you happy? Chloe asks.
I was raised in a church by wild nuns. I attend church on Sunday and Wednesdays. Your father comes with me when he isn't working. Your mom was trying to get me to go to her church, but I just feel that it would be uncomfortable.
Reba responds.
That's good. I've been to church with my mom. Those people are freakish. They talk about...
Hold on. I do not share Chloe's view of Trish's.
Yeah, where's the author's note? Oh,
they talk about something called the rapture, where God is supposed to take all the Christians away. But how do you know if you are a Christian or not? It's like, how do you know?
I like that your voice is like half Valley Girl, half Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Just
wait a
imagine
minute.
Tommy
Why are you
Wiseau
performing
in
Chloe this way?
pigtails.
Wasn't she a... Yeah, she is a 20-year-old stubborn, independent
young woman. You're right.
This is not...
Oh my
you're playing
gosh,
a
I me
whiny
with a
teen.
spoon.
Oh my gosh.
She was like
This is a
their
young
one like
woman.
star in the movie aside from Nicolas Cage, right? She was friggin' Veronica Mars or something, right?
Not Veronica Mars. It wasn't Kristen Bell.
Let's see.
But was it
Leah
Sarah Michelle
Thompson?
Gellar or something?
Janiyah Stevens and Cassie Thompson.
Those aren't people.
Cassie Thompson is Chloe. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, all right. She just...
All right.
She's blonde.
Chloe asks again.
So.
I'm not sure, Chloe.
Never mind.
Reba states nervously.
Okay. Have you even seen Raimi yet? Who is Raimi?
Chloe asks.
Hey, hang out with De Palma and Spielberg.
I have seen pictures, but I've never met him, no.
Reba explains.
Yeah, he's just like Mom. He goes to church
Dead.
with her.
Oh, no, wait. Mom isn't dead. Sorry.
He has her simple morals. They're so simple. I think
he don't
there's
beat people. He go to church. He don't do no murder. He good.
You good, man?
I don't understand how my brother could survive in that kind of a world, but if he insists on living in it, that's okay with me.
I assumed Raimi was like a 3-year-old because
I'm pretty sure in the movie he's like her little brother who gets raptured while they're at the mall.
I mean, that would make sense, right? Like I assumed he was like a baby or whatever, but it's like his simple morals. I just see somebody saying that about a literal child, you know? Chloe says with a sigh.
Sometimes we can't stop how other people are feeling or what they do. Like I always say, God hates this shit. I just console them.
Reba replies, putting her hand over Chloe's.
Sometimes people's feelings must be stopped at all costs.
All right, chapter 4.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, okay.
I'm just on the edge of my seat.
Author's note. I want to apologize to a specific fan that wrote to me Friday and said she would be looking for a new chapter on December 12th, 09. My computer had some problems this weekend. I wrote it 12/12, but I had to upload it Monday, 12/14/09.
Oh, at least she had the guts to apologize for it. You know, that's more than most entertainers will do.
That one specific fan was furious. Like
they were just outstanding in the rain, waiting for
Dear fan, I hope you haven't run the razor across your wrists yet, waiting for the Reba Left Behind Chapter 4 fan fiction.
We don't know where Randy is. Just hanging in the air.
It turns
I have
into
not been introduced,
a
y'all.
Slim Shady Stan situation.
Rayford Steele was sitting on the... Oh, you know, what's the name of the chapter here? Confessions, Interviews, and Kids.
Oh, where do you...
Rayford Steele was sitting on the plane with Chris in the cockpit.
On the plane?
Yes.
Straddling.
He's on the plane while Chris is in the cockpit.
He's washing the windows.
Some seriously discount seats there.
After his encounter with Hattie, he wasn't sure what he wanted. He loved Reba, and she meant
inside the vehicle.
He loved Reba. That's probably high on the list.
Yeah.
Is this the only place he can be to get away from her?
He loved Reba, and she meant the world to him. Although Hattie was gorgeous, and he loved her too.
I come up here to think.
After all, he had asked her to marry him before he asked Reba.
Do I really want Hattie? Or is it all because of her coming up to me?
I'm assuming that meant coming on to me, because just coming up to me sounds so ridiculously...
This woman came up to me today, and I'm questioning my marriage.
Do I just want her because she approached me? like got within 5 feet of me?
She was within my field of vision, and I wanted her.
Is that really all there is to it?
I mean, to be fair, that's how it goes with Nick Cage and all women. So
yeah. It's called animal
and movies.
magnetism.
Rayford asks himself, or so he thinks.
He actually asked Satan.
He's gaslighting himself. The madman.
Okay.
Chris is a
Chris.
fucking telepath. Was that the
Who was
co-pilot?
Chris?
Chris was the co-pilot.
Yeah, Chris was the
Oh,
co-pilot.
I was doing that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You had him like kind of sarcastic, I think, right?
Yeah. Hey, Ray, don't let Reba hear that you are thinking about another woman. It won't be very good on your marriage.
So,
Don't think so loud.
so Olivia says Chris
Turn
is a
down your
fucking
thoughts.
telepath. Olivia says Chris is a fucking telepath, but remember earlier when he was looking at photos and speaking out loud, even though Chris was like a foot away, he's probably been like saying some of this out loud, you know, like.
Well, he asked himself, or so he thought. So yeah, he's just muttering and can't hear that he is.
Oh, is that what the
Yeah,
or so he
he's
thinks?
muttering, and he thinks he's just thinking it. Yeah.
He's
Got
like
it, okay.
he's like Bird Girl. He's got a little.
I thought, or the Max. I thought that was saying like he asked himself. Yeah, it was okay.
Do I really want Hattie, or is it all because of her coming up to me?
Chris says with a
Hey,
laugh.
Ray.
Chris says with a laugh.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Rayford says with a smile.
What happened with Hattie anyway? I thought that you guys were over, especially after you married Reba.
Chris
That
thinks.
usually means it's over. Usually how that works.
Yeah, but Hattie still wants me. She says Reba doesn't have to know.
Rayford replies.
Okay, but you
That had
talk.
never crossed
You
my
talk
mind.
out loud when you think you're not. It's not gonna work. Well, Irene.
I think I got away with that tonight. She didn't seem to notice that Hattie's sexual encounter was on my mind.
Well, Irene never found out about your little fling with Hattie, did she?
Chris asks.
There was no fling. We stayed together a few times, shared drinks, had dinner. I wouldn't call that a fling.
She fell off the balcony on her own. There was no fling.
Sharing dinner and drinks with a coworker is not really.
Yeah, that's called a friendship.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's according to Mike Pence.
Well,
that
what
is
is
cheating.
we stayed together
Yeah.
a few times? What does that imply?
I mean, if you're like flying all over
Is
the
that
place,
like
that doesn't
tantrics?
seem that weird
Yeah,
to
probably.
me.
maybe
like,
they
shared a
just
hotel
had
room.
adjoining suites or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Rayford says.
I wouldn't know what else to call it.
See?
There's so many things.
Chris doesn't know.
Well, that's the wording I used.
Intrepid Olivia says, yeah, but he tells her not to let Reba hear his thoughts, right? I mean, that's true, but it seems like Chris was assuming that they fucked, and then Rayford's just like, oh, well, I mean, it was really just drinks and dinner.
And staying together a few times.
Right.
They met at the bus stop
relatively
every day.
motionless, it isn't cheating.
Chris replies.
Oh yeah, that eye contact's terrible.
Okay, well, maybe it was, but I just don't know. I didn't try to make it something. I loved Irene. Hattie was just a flight attendant. Even while we were having dinner together,
This Nicolas Cage.
I treated her as
Is
a
your
flight
voice
attendant.
She
your
got
voice
up in the
Nicolas
middle of
Cage or
dinner.
Jimmy Stewart?
She's just a flight attendant. It doesn't mean anything, honey.
I'm
The
gonna.
movie theater.
It's a fine
She
line.
got up in the middle of dinner and just started passing out peanuts to everybody else in the restaurant.
I'm gonna use that in like DS power play situations from now on out. You know, just like
You're just a flight attendant.
you're just a filthy flight attendant. Rayford states with a sigh.
Whatever gets
Well,
you
she
off,
loves
man.
you a lot, Rayford.
Chris responds.
I know that, Chris. What should I do?
Rayford asks.
I don't know why you can't pursue this relationship. I mean, it's only when we're on flights, is it not?
What the
Chris is his co-pilot and his priest, though he seems bad at both jobs.
Chris.
There's a confessional on board. You'll be fine. Like, even if it crashes, you will be able to take care of that.
Chris
is heading toward a mountain.
I'm trying to figure out what Chris's plan is here. Like, he's like, don't let Reba hear about another woman, but go ahead and do it. Like,
yeah, but do it.
Definitely
And I'll know all about it. And I could tell Reba, but I won't.
This is about as subtle as the Left Behind books are. Like, they literally have this conversation in Left Behind, and it's like, essentially they're like these leering demon caricatures of non-Christians. Yeah. They're like straight out of a chick tract. So anyway, Chris asks Rayford.
Oh man, I wonder if there are any chick tracts,
fanfictions,
fan tracts. I guess I'm sure there are. Okay,
that would be fun to do.
No,
when I was
when I was married to Irene, it was an all-time thing.
I'm just picturing Nicolas Cage aging.
It was
as
the
this
all-time
conversation is going on. He sounds older and older.
No. When I was married to my dear Irene, it was an all-time thing.
I mean, if I was the actor, I would be aging as I was in that awful movie, but still.
I thought I liked it, but really it destroyed my chances to ever love Irene again. If it weren't for Hattie, I would probably still be with Irene. I might even be a member of her church if Hattie and I hadn't had a relationship. I keep getting drawn
that
towards
like 5 times. I think we get it.
Bill Clinton. That's what I keep hearing in my own head.
I still find this so bizarre that it's like, it seems like his being like, it seems like we've gotten like 5 different logic puzzles involving him being a member of his ex-wife's church, you know?
Right.
Rayford states.
And all of this is completely unnecessary anyway, because like obviously Reba is added into this, but so is Hattie. Like
no, I think Hattie is.
Actually, or is Hattie the woman that he was having the affair with in the movie?
I think so.
Or in the book or whatever?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Okay.
Rayford states.
It's Chris's line.
Well, was it ever physical?
No.
Chris asks.
Sorry. No.
Rayford replies.
I couldn't bear to hurt Irene that way. I did think about it a lot.
Yeah, I know. I've seen your drawings of us.
Always breathing out against the cockpit window and dreamily drawing her.
This next line is
So what stops you from thinking about it with Reba?
Chris asks. Rayford just looks down at the floor thinking.
What does stop me? I don't know what to do. Although Chris asks a very good question.
I heard that. That was that loud again.
Rayford thinks to himself.
Or does
so he thinks.
Yeah. He thought to himself.
What's this? This is good old Buck Clinton.
Yes.
Hello, Dr. Rosenwig.
Buck says, walking into an office building in Israel. Okay, wait.
This is a bad joke. I don't want to hear the punchline of this.
Buck says,
walking into office building saying hello.
Hello, Dr. Rosenwig.
Hello, Dr. Rosenwig.
I like to say that whenever I enter an office building.
Hello, Dr. Rosenwig. As I always say. Chaim Rosenwig in Israeli in his Israeli accent. Who wants to tackle the Israeli accent and get canceled?
You know what? I'm not doing anything, and this is not going to be an Israeli accent, and I'm sure I will offend.
Okay,
go for it.
Hello, Cameron.
Chaim Rosenzweig says in his Israeli accent.
Are you here to interview me for your magazine again? I keep telling your people that I don't want to talk to anybody about the formula. I do not want to give the formula away. That's why countries keep attacking us. We aren't giving them what they want, and they attack us for it. I don't know what that was. But there we go.
I think that was pretty good. That was very. I was picturing Kissinger as you did it.
It reminded me of all those old Bernie guys in Florida that are like, hello.
You know what I'm doing? It's got Toshiba guts. That voice from the old SNL sketch. It's like, talk to my wife, talk to TV. You like it, you buy it. So I think that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
From the Hover Up Prices.
I think if it's based on old SNL, it's probably perfectly tasteful.
It's trying to be perfectly accurate. Yes.
I know, doctor, but I think we're forgetting the important thing. You didn't call me Buck, and that's a problem.
Everybody calls me Buck.
I love this sentence without a comma for direct address. I know, doctor.
I know, doctor, but
I know, doctor, but I have heard that you may be giving your formula away.
Buck asks.
He just said.
I know, doctor. I've worked with doctor. Doctor is friend of me. You, sir, are no doctor.
I've been doing it all wrong. Buck is actually Tarzan.
Yes, Cameron, there is a man in Romania named Nicolae Carpathia. He is trying to make peace in Romania in their lower house. He is 33 years old. He says that he can make peace in the world. Wait, 33 years old and he can make peace in the world. Who's he talking about? Everybody is excited about him being here.
Here?
Really?
Buck asks with genuine interests in his eyes.
He's got reading. He's got animal husbandry in there.
So, but he's in Romania. Is he in Romania or is he here? Like here in the world?
In this office building in Israel.
Maybe he's visiting because of the formula.
Okay.
Oh. Yes, you should meet him, Cameron. I have spent a lot of time with him, and he wants us to come together and build a better world together. He wants to be peace. He wants to be peace all over the world. Global unity. He's gonna be peace all over the world. I am excited to see what all he has in store for us.
Chaim says.
Maybe I can get an interview with him sometime.
Buck replies.
All right.
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
That's the end of that.
Cliffhanger on that. Let's move on.
That was just a really great section, I think.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Riveting stuff. Riveting.
Back in Mount Prospect that sounds so biblical.
That's Reba's magic castle.
Reba and Chloe are in the kitchen cleaning up. There is a knock on the door.
I wonder who that could be.
Reba says, taking her hand out of the dishwater and wiping her hands on her jeans. Then she walks over and opens the door.
Cheyenne, Van, Kyra, what are you guys doing here? And you brought a
Blackhawk, Hotaru, Kenji.
Look, Blackhawk? What? Blade Runner? Misha? Amber? Tobias? Hi, honey. Do you want to come to Grandma?
Reba asks as she takes her from Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Okay.
Oh, we need a Cheyenne.
Who the hell is Cheyenne?
Well, you know, my plate's a little full with Chaim, but I can just go ahead and
do it, please.
Hi, Mom. We wanted to surprise you.
Cheyenne says.
Well, you certainly did. Where is Jake?
Reba asks.
Oh, now
we need a Kyra. Kira,
he wanted
Kyra,
to go with Dad instead of come with
just
us.
Don't mess up Anna at the next story.
Oh.
Should I do that
Is Kyra
again?
still up for grabs? I was confused by
I just
that.
did the line. Okay. He wanted to go with Dad instead of come with us.
Kira replies.
Oh.
Reba responds disappointedly. Chloe walks over to them.
Hello there.
Chloe says.
Oh, kids, this is Chloe, Rayford's daughter. Chloe, this is Cheyenne and Kyra and Luke Blackhawk and Misha and Amber and Kotaru.
Meshach, Rebnak.
Abednego. This is Cheyenne and Kyra, my daughters, my son-in-law Van, and then this is Elizabeth, my granddaughter.
Jessie
Reba
says
says
she knows all of these characters. Right, Reba says, I'm an aunt. Oh, I didn't expect to be an aunt for several years. She is very cute, Cheyenne.
Chloe replies.
It's a Cheyenne.
Drew?
Oh, wait, I'm Cheyenne?
Yeah.
Okay. You.
Cheyenne exclaims. There is another knock on the door.
Oh boy, I'm scared to find out who that is.
I'm feeling mortal terror right now, y'all.
I got that feeling that you only get when real danger is at hand.
Why describe what your characters are feeling when you can have them say it instead?
Like they always say, tell,
I
don't
sure
show,
am
goddammit.
scared.
Literally, the only people in the world I trust are in this home right now.
It's like I always say, God butters the biscuits, but sometimes God bakes the biscuits, but sometimes he bakes a gun in there. So when you butter it, it goes off in your hand. Reba states. Kira stands there just smirking. Reba walks over and opens the door. Standing there is a tall, young blonde boy.
Just blonde boy doing what blonde boys do. Remy?
Chloe exclaims.
With a question mark.
Can I do Raimi as a small child?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Someone with simple morals.
Chloe, I didn't know you were home. Raimi hollers, running over to his older sister. Who are these people?
This is Dad's new wife, Reba. Her daughters, Cheyenne and Kyra. Her son-in-law, Van. And then our new niece, Elizabeth.
Chloe states, can I hold her? Raimi asks Reba. Reba just looks at Cheyenne. Cheyenne nods yes.
Reba curls up in Raimi's arms.
Sure, just be careful.
Reba says as she hands Elizabeth to Raimi. Oh, no, wait. Reba says as she hands Elizabeth to Raimi. She's so light. I was afraid I was going to drop her, but I'm not scared anymore.
She's so helpless.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Reba replies, touching Elizabeth's head.
What?
Reba replies, touching Elizabeth's head.
Okay.
All right, Raimi says. He bounces Elizabeth.
Dribbles her a little bit. What's she gonna do? She's helpless.
He throws her like a super ball.
Oh, I was Kyra, right? Okay.
Just bouncing it and
And
catching it.
we've
bouncing
just
it.
found out that Kyra is like a grown woman. But where are Dad and Barbara Jean?
Kira whispers to Cheyenne.
People aren't really named Barbara Jean. That's just
That's a fabrication
You know what this
Hollywood.
needs is more characters. I think that's what we need in this scene.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't. Oh, that's not me. I'm not here at all anymore.
No,
I don't know, but for my mom's sake, I'm kind of glad they aren't here. She is happy here. She doesn't need them to ruin it for her.
Cheyenne replies,
I wonder when we get to meet our new stepdad, the pilot.
Kira states,
This is Cheyenne.
Yeah. Excited to meet him. I like his kids, but he's probably some uppity guy who Mom won't be with very long. Damn, Cheyenne.
She's in the room.
she's got the morals of a flight attendant.
Nice and simple.
Fucking an author's note would not fuck a flight attendant. Anyway, okay. Cheyenne responds, thinking
Flight
about
attendants
this need not apply. Thinking about this possibility, Kira smiles her evil and wicked smile.
What?
Is this like the end of The Last Airbender?
Yeah, apparently that's the twist. She's Satan in this one.
Wow.
Let's ask Jesse. Jesse, was Kira or Kyra evil in the show?
She known for her evil
Was she
and
the
wicked
primary
smile.
antagonist?
Okay. Well, we're gonna
that was
stretch this one out a little bit. I think we're gonna go over to Fairy Wars. What do we think?
Sure.
I thought. Well, we didn't do Arendelle last week.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. Yeah, that's
If
true.
you wanted to checkerboard them. Also, I got to get back to my good friends and Elsa, who has no powers anymore.
Okay. I thought you were talking about real friends for a second, but no.
No.
Jesse just let me know that Kira was alternative.
Oh, so she
What the hell does that
okay.
mean? Like she wore plaid?
Alternative to what?
Basically,
Did she
she's
wear-
a stubborn but independent young woman.
Did she wear flannel and
Yeah.
listen to grunge? I mean,
She owned a lot of safety pins that she put in all of her clothes.
Kitty is reminding us that we also apparently have an awesome Chesmeralda Thunderdome story.
Okay. So last week we got a new My Name is Celestia Ludenberg, and it was a lot of singing. And then we got this. Where is it? Okay. So the next chapter. Pegasus is in his castle. He begins his monologue. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Wait, Tristan, you've replaced Tracy's face with part of this fanfic now.
Oh, shit. I didn't transition. There. There we go. That was what I was trying to avoid.
Hoisted. What you feared has come to pass.
But it was Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where he spent most of his days. Hanging out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Playing some duel monsters outside of the pool.
Outside the pool?
I mean, right? Isn't that it?
School.
School?
They
Oh,
aren't
man.
shooting baskets outside of the pool.
I always thought it was pool.
You're an idiot.
Well, sorry. I hope you won't be offended that I don't sing the entire Will Smith song.
The Will Smith song.
The Will Smith
As
song.
it is known.
Yeah.
You guys know the Will Smith song?
This is a riot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If more than one person wants me to, then I would cave to peer pressure. So
I don't know if we're so it's like the last thing was Venom was singing some acoustic Godsmack up in the ice castle.
he was. Yeah, that's right. And then they found him up there being all moody. and they were like, stop.
All right, that sums it up. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're going to tell us like 5 times in this chapter, so whatever, right? Chapter 8. Later that night, the entire group was together again, including Eddie. Taking the opportunity he had, Eddie Brock finally told them everything. From whom he was and where he came from, how he became oh my God, that is tortured. How he became Venom, and most of all, Spider-Man, his worst most of all, Spider-Man, his worst enemy. After keeping his secrets hidden for over a week, it felt so good to let everything out, especially to Elsa. Spider-Man! I got this is due by 3 p.m. As far as Eddie was concerned, she was the best thing to happen to him.
I need you to get me the pictures of Spider-Man.
Peter Spider-Man, always able to get those great pictures of Spider-Man. Despite coming to know the truth about Venom and all the bad things that he'd done, she still loved and accepted Eddie for who he was.
Wow.
Then again, Elsa knew what it was like to be labeled a monster and freak just for having powers, and knew what it was like to have hurt someone with them. The bond that they shared for one another was a very unique one, and neither of them would trade it for the world.
I mean, he throws cars at people. Like, it's a little different.
I like how
Elsa
Spider-Man did not come into this universe, but that was the most important thing. And I gotta tell you about Spider-Man.
Oh, I would hate that Spider-Man.
That's like the main thing you should know about me.
So if you ever see a Spider-Man, you better not tell me about it. I'll get so mad.
So okay, Christoph. So let me get this straight. Where you come from, the future, I mean, you're the bad guy and this Spider-Man was the hero. Is that how Venom really described it? Apparently so.
I was the bad guy and he's a good guy, so I hate him.
I was chucking cars at people, and he said no. So I punched him in the head.
And he's always got some quip, some really hurtful thing to cut you down.
Let me play you this acoustic Godsmack song that I think explains it. Christoph asked, perplexed.
Yeah.
Eddie said as he stood by the edge of the balcony to Elsa's room and stared off into the distance. He then added,
Spider-Man, Carnage, and I were in the middle of a huge battle at this place called Stark Enterprises. Little did we know, Spider-Man tricked us into following him there. Eventually, during the fight, he managed to get out of the way as me and Carnage turned our attention on one another. It was then an ally of Spider-Man's called Iron Man activated the portal that brought us here to Arendelle. It was supposed to take us to the endless reaches of outer space.
Fucking brutal, Tony. Jesus.
Also, how do you know that? Was this a rehearsed battle?
Well, I mean,
Iron Man shouted it clearly in the middle of the battle. This is supposed to take you to the endless reaches of outer space.
Well, that's why I was.
All right, never mind. You'll see.
Well, that's why I thought it was pretty brutal, because obviously he's like, now you people will be thrown into the endless reaches of outer space.
But it was probably more like, let's see how they like the endless reaches of outer space.
Nope.
Flawless.
Yep. Yeah, that's
there may or may not be a miscalculation.
Yeah. But as far as I know,
in Disney properties, I don't know. It's close enough.
As far as I know, there was a miscalculation.
After he finished his story, the group was left in stunned silence. Everything that Eddie Brock had told them seemed so unreal, yet it was as real as Eddie himself. It took a few minutes for them to truly digest everything that they'd learned. It was then Anna asked the question they were all thinking.
Ask the question they were all thinking. And who was Anna?
Oh, I gotta go.
Okay.
I got a work call I gotta do. I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. See you later, Ryan.
Bye.
Good night. Yep.
Later, Ryan.
I think I may have been Anna.
We should maybe stop that.
Yeah,
Let's stop to that. Okay.
Ryan collapsed on his steering wheel.
He's been joining us while driving and just crashed.
What would happen if you and Spider-Man were to cross paths again?
Knowing what she was really trying to ask him, Eddie answered,
"Our fight is far from over."
He then turned to face Anna and the others as he elaborated.
As you said earlier, Kristoff, where I come from, I'm the bad guy, and Spider-Man is our enemy.
Wait, though, when he uttered our, it was in the sound of an inhuman voice, the symbiote.
Spider-Man is our enemy.
Wow. It sounds like really old bad thunder.
What really made the hair on everyone's neck stand up was when the symbiote shimmered at Eddie's remark.
Shimmered.
It was then Elsa realized that whatever hatred Venom may have for Carnage was nothing compared to what he held for this
Nothing
Spider-Man.
compared to what he held for this Spider-Man?
She couldn't help but wonder how a man so wonderful could be so evil.
How are you so evil?
I'll show you how with my evil diet.
I'm so baffled by why this author seems to think it's a really weird, like, eugenics sort of way to view the world, right? That, like, this evil is inherent, like that. Yeah. He may be a monster, but the man behind the symbiote was one of the sweetest and caring people she had ever met. It was then Olaf's statement from the other night flashed through her head.
Oh, I was Olaf as well.
Yeah, I'll do my best to remember how it is, but
maybe he didn't become evil because he's really bad. Maybe he became evil because he's misunderstood.
Which makes no fucking sense still. I don't care. I don't care.
Rage for another
I mean, he's
human
definitely evil. No question about it. He is currently evil.
Oh, I'm evil. Yes, I'm absolutely evil, but I just... Why?
I
Why
became
doesn't the world
evil
just
because...
accept evil?
Because I was
became evil because Mom burned the pizza rolls once. Never forgave her.
And I blamed Spider-Man.
She blamed Spider-Man.
Well, honey, sometimes I think it was Spider-Man. I wasn't drinking in the pantry again.
It wouldn't even make sense if you made it a syllogism, right? Like maybe he didn't become evil because he's really bad. He became really bad because he's evil. But that seems to be the kind of worldview that they're espousing here. Anyway, okay.
I feel like
the author does not share Venom's view on God.
I feel like that could have been said by Venom or something, and it's just him standing with his hand over his eye and just being all edgy.
Yeah.
Look. Steve Plank's views do not play into anything at all here, okay?
Whoa, hey, we're not bringing up Steve Plank.
Once again, the puzzle pieces started to come together in her mind. In some strange way, the two of them were so similar. He was just like her in the fact that he was pushed into being the monster that everyone hated and feared. When she looked into his eyes, she saw herself. The only difference...
reflective white substance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. That's the only response.
I mean, yeah.
The only difference was that she ran away and unleashed her ice power. Oh, the only difference was that she ran away and unleashed her ice powers to escape. Eddie, on the other hand, unleashed his powers for vengeance. It was then Eddie.
That's not a big difference.
It was then Eddie's next remark shook her from her. Okay. It was then Eddie's next remark shook her from
Everybody
her thoughts.
take a drink every time it was then.
Okay.
It was then once. And
I should set up a "it was then" counter in the overlay. Oh, sorry. Eddie's next remarks. I got the next remark. Okay, they're right here. Here, yeah. Here are
this
those remarks
this is
for
all
you.
inhuman.
Yeah.
I may have done a few good deeds here and there. No, a few good deeds here, never there. But that doesn't change what we are. We are Venom.
He said in an inhuman voice again. Eddie then turned back around, looking away from the group, and continued.
I don't know for sure if Spider-Man considered me his worst enemy, although I certainly am an ideal contender. But I do know one thing. I was his worst nightmare.
Are you sure you don't love Spider-Man?
The symbiote shimmered again for a final time, leaving Eddie in the form of Venom for a few seconds. However, when Elsa rested her hand on Eddie, his own face appeared instead of Venom. Elsa then gently turned Eddie's head to where she could look into his eyes and say,
There's a little fly. Sorry. I guess I'll be Elsa.
The past is in the past. It doesn't matter where you've been, but where you're going.
She then stepped closer to Eddie, causing the symbiote to disappear, leaving him completely human again. Eddie Brock then pulled her closer and wrapped his arm around her. Elsa's heart began to race again, being in Eddie's hold. Okay.
He just got her in a headlock.
It felt so right, and she didn't want it to end. Ensuring...
I think I know where this is going.
This is a whole use of Spider-Man.
Ensuring that Eddie wouldn't let go of her, she rested her head on his shoulder. As she did that, a smile broke across her face, causing Eddie to grin as well.
Ow!
Being in his embrace made the queen feel so safe and loved, she knew it was truly meant to be.
Yes, queen.
It was about... It was about 4 a.m, and everyone... I guess this is a different scene now. It was about 4 a.m, and everyone had gone to bed. Elsa thought she was going to be able to sleep easier now that she found Eddie. However, she suffered from a terrible nightmare that kept recurring over and over again. That's what recurring is, yes.
Wait, that one night?
Yeah, I guess.
Just kept starting over? I got a dream on repeat.
She kept finding herself in the same exact situation. The exact and same are serving this fucking... fuck! In the dream, she was somewhere dark and evil. The place was completely void of light and safety. In the
Just
darkness...
like me, she thought.
In the darkness, she could hear someone laughing softly. And then the laughing gradually gets louder and louder.
And chuckling was heard.
And that is when she finally sees something. A figure is standing in the dark watching her. The shadow figure's eyes began glowing blue, and then he is consumed. God damn it, we can't switch tense halfway through a sentence. Began glowing blue, and then he is consumed by flames. As the fire engulfs him, he continues to laugh at the Snow Queen, and then points. Looking to where the man points, she saw... God damn it. She saw something that terrified her more than anything else she could experience in the dream. Eddie Brock lying dead. The man then used his powers to make the dark chamber a little more visible, further showing her slain lover.
Is that better? Can you see? Let me just turn the light.
Because I don't think you're getting the full effect here.
Hang on, better now or now?
I got the dimmer over here. Let me just
Hold on.
turn it up a little bit.
Just right.
She begins to scream and cry at the sight of Eddie dead at her feet. It was then the man began to speak.
Arise, Venom! Arise! Get up, Bambi!
The symbiote began to consume Eddie one final time, and he begins... Jesus Christ. And he begins to rise, but not as the Eddie or even the Venom she knew. This Venom had red glowing eyes, and whatever humanity he had was now gone. The corrupted Venom looked at her and roared with a terrifying force, causing Elsa to cry,
Eddie, please.
Oh no!
Did we lose Tristan?
No.
Okay. Okay, good.
Elsa's supposed to be crying something.
Yeah, probably Discord cut it out because I was too shrill, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Probably
Eddie,
that's
please.
Spider-Man.
Eddie, please. Is that better?
Eddie, please. To which the shadow figure said,
This is going to be Eddie's fate. You can't stop what is coming. He will return to the darkness where he belongs.
Elsa woke up screaming,
Eddie, no!
Seeing that she was safe in her bedroom in the ice castle, she tried to calm herself. She sat up and rested her head on her hands. Her head on her hands, and tried to slow her breathing. She was truly terrified that this nightmare was a forewarning of what was to come. Yes, a forewarning is a warning of what. Oh, God damn it. She tried to reason with herself that it was just a stupid nightmare and nothing else. However, it still seemed all too real. Maybe it was.
She existed in a work of narrative fiction.
She knew that there were supernatural powers at work vying for the future of Arendelle. What? Really? Okay.
Sure. I mean, we all know.
Venom and
it's common knowledge.
Venom and Carnage were both testimonies to that fact. Aren't they intruders? She was so grateful that they had Eddie Brock or Venom there on the kingdom's side, and more importantly, on her side. She knew that he would never hurt her. Okay. She knew that he would never hurt her nor betray her. But what was this vision she kept having? And what did it mean?
She knew that he would never give her up or let her down.
Never turn around and desert her. Will these forces really pull Eddie back into the darkness? Was his fate truly sealed? She truly cared about him, and he had come a long way since he first came to Arendelle. First came to Arendelle and met her. Despite his past and his flaws, she really wouldn't have him any other way. And no dark forces were going to take him away from her without a fight. Eddie Brock and the symbiote truly made a remarkable team being combined into Venom. And he was by far the most powerful person she'd ever met. Still, Eddie Brock was going to need all the help he could get when he faced off against this evil. She planned on being there for him all the way through. Hopefully she won't just stand around useless like she did during the other fight. Not only as the Queen of Arendelle and his ally, but as someone madly in love with him, and she was going to make sure she did not lose him. She didn't want to try going back to sleep, and so she got up. Slipping into her ice dress, What? Does she really wear ice dresses?
Is her dress made of ice? I never.
You know, yes, it is, but she forms it around her. She doesn't slip into it.
Oh my God, she must have like hard nipples like 24/7. That's got to be painful. Slipping into her ice dress, she walked out to her balcony to get some air. As she opened the door, a voice broke into her thoughts, causing her to jump.
Okay.
Good evening. Well, technically morning.
It was Eddie in his symbiote form, save for his face.
Oh, I guess whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of a trick there.
Oh, have you been awake this whole time?
Elsa asked as she joined him on the balcony.
Kinda. Haha. I'm single.
Seeing the concern in her face, he quickly assured her by saying,
It's cool, though, thanks to my situation. I really don't.
That means he's impotent. That's if you have that long of a pause and then you say situation, you're either a vampire or impotent.
I really don't need to sleep as much as normal people. As much as you normies. Heck, there's been times where I could go 3 or 4 days without sleep.
I'm not like some lowly flight attendant.
Or as I call them, the harlots of the sky.
Rubbing the sleep out of her eyes, Elsa said,
I've been having trouble sleeping myself.
Eddie nodded.
I've been having trouble sleeping myself.
I've been having trouble burping myself, so we're the same.
Eddie nodded, then a devious smile came across his face, causing Elsa to look playfully worried.
Playful worry is a sign of a bad relationship.
Let's go to a lighthouse together.
Getting a request to draw playfully worried. Do you still have your drawing of what was the one from the fairy fan fiction? It was like absolutely livid but more or less calm, something like that.
Yeah, let me look through and see if I still have that.
Okay. What are you thinking about?
She asked, smiling at him. To which Eddie answered,
Want to see something cool?
Okay, now it's time to get playfully worried. She nodded yes.
Don't worry, he's impotent. We already know that. So.
Well, but I mean, he does have that magic suit, so.
Oh.
She nodded yes at him, to which Eddie said,
Stand behind me. Now pull
where
my
I'm
finger.
from, we call this pegging. She looked at him confused, but complied anyway. Complied is a bad verb.
Yeah.
You never want your like romantic date to have the word complied in it. That's just not.
It was so magical. She
complied with my
stood behind her and she should complied.
Walking behind him.
Now's a good time to do a safe word. Figure out a safe word, gang.
Walking behind him, Eddie then instructed her.
Put your arms around my torso and under my arms.
Do you have arms
It's not getting better.
on your waist?
I'm now going to show you how to do the Heimlich maneuver. This is awesome. She then asked,
What are you going to do?
to which Eddie laughed and said,
Trust me.
After she did what he said, he then added,
Hold on to me tightly.
Now wiggle. Why, Eddie? What's the point in all of this?
Before Elsa could finish her question, the symbiote wrapped itself around Elsa's waist and arms, causing her to scream. Eddie then spoke up.
Don't worry. It won't hurt you. I'm doing that.
The lack of comma.
It won't hurt you. I'm doing that.
It won't hurt you. I'm doing that.
I am hurting you.
It won't hurt you. I'm going to hurt.
Seeing the fear and confusion in her face, Eddie then assured her.
Symbiotes don't hurt people. I do. So you won't fall.
So, is he just making the symbiote into like a romper, like jumper romper?
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Eddie.
This is playfully worried as best as I can figure out.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, very good.
It's making me worried. Eddie, seriously, what are you doing and why would I fall?
Once again, Eddie's playful shenanigans interrupted Elsa's query.
Oh, that Venom's playful shenanigans. Bane of Spider-Man.
Once Eddie was sure she was safe and tight, he jumped off the castle. Okay. Phrasing. He jumped off the castle tower with Elsa holding on to him for dear life. Of course, in truth, she had nothing to fear, for Eddie was still using the symbiote to hold her close to him. Still, Elsa screamed the entire way down.
Still,
the two of
Elsa
them were
got
in free
whiplash.
Well, isn't she like engulfed in the symbiote? So she's just like, there's just muffled screaming the entire way down.
Also, if she's in an ice dress, if she's in an ice dress and it's like holding tight, that dress is cracking right now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's more like a frostbite dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like chainmail, but with snowflakes.
All right.
I know you're
Yeah.
you've already got a lovely picture going here, but I really want a picture of Elsa melded into Venom's back, but just like her just her face is sticking out of a black lump. Just screaming.
I wonder if the author of this would like these drawings, you know?
I don't know. I mean, this one probably.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that worries me about this is that it's Man of the Year 1989, so presumably they're older than I am.
I know.
And like that scares me.
Then, right before they could hit the ground, Eddie shot out a web strand and pulled them up. He then shot out another strand and swung away from the castle. Elsa couldn't believe what she was experiencing. The free fall, which is now one word, fuck it, scared her half to death, but when Eddie shot out some web and begun swinging with his web powers, it felt like she was flying. She looked down, and what she saw took her breath away. She saw how high they were and screamed. Yet it wasn't a scream of fear, but a scream of excitement. She giggled as she looked at the forest rushing by beneath her feet. The thrill of the ride caused her to hold on to him tighter as she pressed her head against the back of his shoulder.
It was similar, but legally distinct from Twilight.
Elsa then closed her eyes for a few seconds and kissed the back of his neck. Eddie smiled when he felt her soft lips make contact with the back of his neck. For the first time in forever, Eddie felt that all was right in the world. Eddie then looked back. Eddie, for the love of Christ, why she has not used her powers once in this goddamn,
she made her dress.
No, she didn't. She slipped into one that already existed. This drives me crazy. You have a story about two superheroes, and she is just relegated to this role of sidekick. Eddie then looked back at Elsa.
Yeah, and they also keep saying how similar they are because of their powers.
Right. It's like, sad I gave them up in that story that we haven't written yet, you know? Eddie then looked back at Elsa and said,
"Want to do something crazy? Want to join the Mile High Club?"
I was going to take it farther than that, but all right. To which the Snow Queen replied,
"You know, this is how eagles do it."
Fused together
in a wad of black symbiote.
Right, the male eagle exudes an ink which covers.
To which the Snow Queen replied,
"See, now I need to make a medical diagram of that, of how eagles."
"You mean this isn't crazy for you?"
All of a sudden, Eddie took a really large swing and began doing flips through the air, causing Elsa to scream again. So this time, she just started flowing. Though this time, she was laughing uncontrollably from the rush of it. She then playfully yelled in his ear,
"You better not let go of me, Eddie Brock."
Without wasting but I picture her yelling, and I'm seeing like Darth Vader spinning around in his X-wing, you know?
Yeah.
Without wasting another second, Eddie said,
"Sorry, no, I'm on the wrong screen."
I don't know what the hell I was doing, except tried to make it bright for everybody. Hope you appreciate it.
Sorry, I had
What's happening?
I opened Twitch in the other. God damn it. Okay.
"I promise I will never let you go.
Never gonna give you up." It just
every
keeps
time.
being applicable.
Yeah.
Those words shook her to the core as Elsa then whispered into his ears,
"I love
My
you,
core
Eddie.
has been shook."
I love you, Eddie.
Someone get Aaron Eckhart on the line.
He then whispered back,
I love you more.
Then, oh God.
That kind of, okay.
Something I would have said at 15, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then with superhuman speed, he landed on top of another mountain and took Elsa into his
How do
arms,
you
and the
land
two of them
with
shared-
superhuman speed?
Just boom.
I can fall faster than anyone. Watch me.
Took Elsa into his arms, and the two of them shared another passionate kiss. So did he have to like shimmy to get her to move in the like romper around to the front so that he could take her into his arms and kiss her? Although Eddie had already made up his mind on the matter, the moment set it on fire further. He wasn't sure. He's super set on this plan now.
And on fire.
On fire further, the next chapter.
They should not have just landed in that campfire. It was a bad idea from the start.
Furthermore, I am on fire.
Shouldn't have landed so fast. He wasn't sure what Carnage was planning, but he did know this. Carnage will never harm Elsa as long as he had something to say about it. All right, well, good. That falling in love was what it took for you to be like, maybe I shouldn't let that evil creature hurt this woman, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you know what?
That's because he's such a good guy.
But you know what? Elsa and Kristoff, or wait, is this Elsa or Anna? Anna and Kristoff can go fuck themselves.
Yeah. And especially Olaf.
Yeah, especially
But that goes
Olaf. I mean,
without
I don't give a
saying.
Yeah. Fucking Olaf.
Okay. Well, this was a good run of fan fiction tonight. I think I will.
Oh, good in a figurative sense.
You have set my plan on
Oh,
fire.
here come the choppers.
All right.
Choppers?
What?
What are they?
Yeah, my house.
Oh.
Whirlybirds.
Oh, okay.
Helicopter. Helicopter aeroplanes.
Heliocopters, yes.
I thought you were talking like in Twitch, and so I was really confused.
No.
Here come the helicopters.
No.
Helicopters in the
I'm
chat,
just
please.
expecting crime and chaos. That's all. So I'm.
That's what I call my parents. Here come the helicopters.
By the way, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning, you can use the Scum Pikachu emote. There it is. Helicopter. It's flying up to the top of the screen. There it goes. The Scum Pikachu is Scum Pico, capital P. We're right about at 8 o'clock, but I'm going to take us out with the Will Smith song. As rendered.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Will Smith song.
Yeah.
By wait, what? Pegasus. Picasso? Pegasus. Oh, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, Yugi boy. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Of Toontown.
Yes, that.
Of Toon World.
Prince of a toon town called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground was where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Because apparently the pool isn't a good place to throw basketballs. I don't know. Sometimes they have those floaty ones. When a couple of duelists who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little duel and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I begged and pleaded with her day after day. This is the extended version.
Oh, I was going to be mad if it wasn't. I was excited for the extended version.
But she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me a ticket. I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it. First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be all right. But wait, I hear they're prissy, bourgeois, all that. Is this the type of place that they can send this cool cat? Cool cat to save the kids? There he is. I don't think so. I see what I'll get there. I'll see what I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel Air. Well, the plane landed, and when I came out, there was a dude who looked like a cop there, standing there with my name out. Nice rhyme, dude. Nice rhyme, Jazzy Jeff. I ain't tried to get arrested yet. I just got here. I sprang with the quickness like lightning, disappeared. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, no, forget it. Yo, home to Bel Air. I thought it was Holmes, like he was calling.
I always heard it was Holmes.
Yeah. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, yo, home, smell you later. It's still singular home. Yo, home, smell you later. I looked at my kingdom. I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Toontown. There you have it. You got it out of me.
You finally did it, you bastards.
All right. Next week, we'll come back to more Reba, more fairy wars, where we'll finally see the 6 kingdoms.
Kitty does want to point out, by the way, that entire poem was written.
Absolutely. That was written
entirely
by Chesmeralda Thunderdome. That was the official next chapter of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Legendary Tale of the Millennium Boob. So, this is Weird Friends. If you go to her channel, I think that'll probably be the next stream that actually takes place. Will be a Weird Friends stream on Saturday. So come hang out, and she recombines stuffed animals. This was made out of a few different things. She made a little mushroom guy. And yeah. Everybody have a great week. Take care of your mental health as best you can tonight, and remember.
Now back to enjoy the dystopia.
I know. Sorry, this is as far as we can take you.
Have a good evening. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Remember, it all going according to plan.